Glad you could stop by. I'm Zell, and today we're talking about the Victorinox Trekker. It's a different knife for Victorinox. It's set up for one-handed operation, kind of like a Spyderco knife. Has a big hole here in the blade. Slide your thumb into and flip the knife open. And it is a liner lock. Something else that's also a little different for Victorinox and their Swiss Army line. So, hey, let's take a closer look at it. The Victorinox Swiss Army Trekker has a plethora of tools on it, and we'll go through them. First, we have a wood saw. It's a rather long, nasty, mean-looking saw. And then here on the back we have Phillips screwdriver, like most larger Swiss Army knives have, and a reamer and punch. Let's see if we can get that around where you can see. It is somewhat sharpened on one edge to work as a reamer, and I have used those before, not on this knife, but on other Swiss Army knives, and that can definitely come in handy. As we move around to the top side of the knife, we have the can opener and a small screwdriver tip. And then we have your bottle opener with that wire stripper. Still haven't tried one of those out. I'm going to have to try that out and see if it works. And a large flat blade screwdriver tip. Whenever you open the bottle opener and the larger flat blade screwdriver, it locks in. And it has a liner lock, just like a Spyderco or some of the Kershaw knives, where you have to slide it out of the way to close that back up. And then we get to the blade. Kind of a bird's eye looking blade, somewhat similar to some of the Spyderco knives. And as we'll see in a minute, it works kind of like a Spyderco knife. It is also a liner lock. And this is interesting to me. The way they've set this liner lock up for one-handed operation, to me, it's one of the few knives I've ever seen that is set up left-handed. See if I can show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Whenever you go and you have it all the way open, whenever you go to close it, if you're going to do it one-handed, it is set up for that left thumb to push it up. It has a nice flat spot at the base of the blade to hit your thumb to let you know to get your finger out of the way, and go ahead and close the knife. If you do that right-handed, you have to reach across the knife and pull the liner lock back. Now, it will work right-handed, but it's really set up for a left-hander, which is rather interesting. Not too many knives set up that way. And then they did give us two nice little touches on this larger knife that don't always come with this style of Swiss Army knife. You still have the toothpick. It's a little larger than what they put in the small knives. And you have a set of tweezers. And I think that's a really nice touch on this knife. The scales are standard Swiss Army. They are ABS plastic. Of course, it has the key ring. All Swiss Army knives seem to have that. And there's nothing really showy about the knife, but in Swiss Army style, there's very little play anywhere. The knife locks up well. After just a slight touch-up, the knife is extremely sharp. Out of the box, it was very sharp, and then I touched it up a little bit. Victorinox's Swiss Army Trekker. It's an interesting knife. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to give you guys a full review of this knife because it's a gift. for someone else. But knowing Victorinox's quality, I'm sure it would serve you well if this is the kind of knife that you're looking for. The only thing that I wasn't too thrilled about is the lack of a pocket clip. A pocket clip on either side, just any clip whatsoever, would have made this, a 5-star device. Right now, I'm gonna guess it's about a 4.5 star. Because a knife this size, if you slide it down in your pocket, it's gonna eventually make it to where it's sitting like this and rubbing against your leg in a way you don't like. So for a pocket knife, probably 4.5. Now, for a knife to put in your pack, or if you're a bicyclist, mountain biking, snowboarding, whatever type of outdoor activities you do, this would be a great knife to put in your pack or put on your off-road vehicle. The extra tools there would come in very handy, and knowing that you always have a very, very sharp blade on hand is always great. And not to break from tradition, guys, we have a bottle opener, so we got to test it. We've got one last one of the Boulevard Belgian style IPAs from their tasting room collection. Is there anyone out there that thinks this won't work? It's Swiss Army, come on. They've been doing this forever. And it shows. Thanks for stopping by, guys. If you'd click that like, subscribe button or share, I would really appreciate it. And y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.